Hey guys, Burrsake here, and welcome to Monster Train. So, honestly, I've played a lot of this game. Hold on, let me alt-tab real quick. I've played 16 hours, which doesn't sound like a lot when there's people with thousands of hours in games. So this game is relatively new, and it's absolutely incredible. It's a Slay the Spire-esque deck builder, but it took everything that Slay the Spire does well and has expanded on all of those options. I would say it's as good, if not better, and it's my personal pick for 2020 Game of the Year right now. Of course, we're only halfway through the year, so you can't really say that set in stone, but I am in love with this game. Now, I've reset my save data, so we're going to go through this the first time together. We're going to be learning together, because I'm in no way a master. I barely unlocked the final people, and yeah, we're just gonna have to learn it all together. It's really fun. So it says, welcome to hell. Your train is carrying precious cargo, the last remaining shard of the pyre needed to relight the fires in the depths of hell. Invaders from heaven, the winged, will do anything to prevent you from completing your journey. You must make wise decisions and build up your band of monsters to have any hope of success. Good luck, Hellborn. So this is the first run. This is like it's almost a tutorialization. I don't even know if you can beat this run. I feel like you can. So we have Heaven's Priest. These disciples have dedicated themselves to the service of heaven and will attempt to restore the life of their companions. So you can see here, this is the boss. The big guy is normally the boss. He's relentless, so combat in each room continues until all enemies are defeated. That'll make a lot more sense once we get into it. He has 50 health, 4 damage. He just summons 2 guys. He summons 1 healer unit who heals friends, and then 1 tanky guy who does a very small amount of damage. So there's like bonus challenges and stuff that we don't get on this first run, but we'll see. So this is our pyre. It has 20 damage, 80 HP, and pretty much enemies land on the lowest floor and move up 1 every level. Once they reach the top, they'll attack the pyre. This is our hero unit. So each time you play, you get to choose 2 clans, your primary clan and your allied clan, so you can get cards from both. So our primary is the Hellhorned and our allied is the Awoken. So yeah, so we have a capacity over here, and you can see that at the top of the card. And combat preview is so convenient, by the way. So we can see that he's going to be taking 2 damage. I would like to prevent that damage, so I'm going to summon somebody in front, and I'm going to kill the healer because he only has 1 life, so just go ahead and get rid of him, and we may as well do that. But yeah, I love this game. I've spent way too long. We'll kill the healer again, and we'll just place somebody up here. That guy will get him dead. We're all out of energy. But yeah, you can expect to see quite a bit more of this game for sure. Summon somebody else. That guy's gonna die. Let's go ahead and heal up our boys. So the Hellhorned, if I had to describe them, there's 2 ways to play him. So this is what I said earlier. He is relentless, so he's going to keep attacking until everything is dead. He's already dead. We don't have to actually do anything, but you know, always feels good to get a little bit extra in there. But if I had to describe the 2 clans we're playing currently, both clans generally have like two play types that you can kind of like mix and match if you want. So I'm gonna go with the imp play style, I think. Yeah, we'll go with the imp play style. We'll do imp, and I'll take Glimmer too, just because Glimmer is good. So I'm gonna have to relearn the game a little bit because I want to try to play differently than I did when I was playing alone. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we're not playing differently. We just got one of my favorite cards, and I'll explain. Oh my god, exactly why in a second. So it says summon, gain 60 max health. So right now it is a 15-15. When you gain health, it would be 75, right? But it's at 15 max HP, so you have to heal it up to the 75 limit. And every time you heal it, triggers when healed, even at full health. You get 1 damage and 1 health. Well, we just upgrade that to make him a 30-55, and then he still gets the 60. The only thing is he does take about a lot of capacity. But this is going to be our trump card. He's going to be the big boy on the block, and he's pretty much going to hard carry us through all of this. if we get enough healing and stuff to actually make him powerful. So our goal is going to be to remove cards we don't need. So he's going to take up this entire bottom floor, and I think that's fine, actually. So what do you give us? Is this person's enchanting him with spikes and has 1 damage herself. So we could, there's 2 options here. We can obviously kill this unit, or we could just heal up our fellow here quite a bit. As you can see, this requires 2 space and we only have 1, so we can fix that pretty soon, but for now we'll just go ahead and toss him up there. And this guy is just going to get infinitely more powerful. So let's go ahead and get rid of you. Then we'll summon a Welder Helper. Oh, I already made a mistake. I should have Glimmered to kill 2. But we'll summon a Welder Helper to give him armor. And we'll just Glimmer to get rid of him. Gives him a little bit more damage as well. Alright, and we'll just summon some units up here to, in case the boss somehow gets that far. So he has 110, he also has spikes. He won't even kill our unit, but I'm a sucker for playing out turns that have no point to play out. But yeah, as you can see, so yeah, you can speed up combat as well. As you can see, this is going splendidly. I'm telling you, man, the Awoken are nuts. They're so strong. I think we will take another Welder Helper. Oh, that's exactly what we need. So let me explain this card in just a second. I'll also explain our choices a bit more so you can kind of understand what's going on. So we just picked up Restoration Detonation. So it says restore 10 health to a friendly unit, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 5 times the amount healed. So if we heal somebody for 10, we hit an enemy for 50. And as you can see, that unit comes in with 60 missing health. So I mean, it just goes hand in hand, right? So if we go this way, we can duplicate any card in our deck, we can restore 20 power health, which we don't need, and we can get a Concealed Cavern, which is like it's a random event pretty much. If we go this way, we can upgrade a spell and get a Hellhorn unit, but we only have 65 dash. While the unit is pretty interesting, I think we just go over here and we just say, like, you know, why not? You're OP. Get that for no reason. And let's see what our random event is. I love these random events. They add so much spice to it. I hope they add even more. The main thing that this game needs right now, in my personal opinion, is it needs more enemy and boss variety. So Heartless would be devastating for us. It gives every unit 10 health, which is great, but it makes them unhealable. The medium is when your power kills the unit, give it 5 health. Not really useful right now. We want to stop people before they get there if at all possible. And this just says upgrade unit of 25. Well, it does take an upgrade slot, which is a little annoying. Matter of fact, that is actually super annoying. But that's okay. We'll upgrade one with a buttload more health, and the other one we'll see if we can get a much nicer upgrade on. I'd really like to give him multi-strike. Multi-strike, I don't think it would secure the win of the run or anything crazy like that, but it would make him a lot more powerful. So we're fighting Daedalus. Heavily armored creations protect the ex-professor in his quest to safeguard the Seraph and the Winged. So as you can see, he has 8 damage and 250 life, and his special is he constructs explosives and they come in with a damage shield, so they protect themselves from 1 hit of damage. And then they're killable. Explosives explode. The strongest boss you faced yet. He moves between floors freely, but can be attacked if you clear out other enemies on the floor. So pretty much if there are no enemies here, we could slap him, which is pretty cool. Watch out for triggers. The bomb is a triggered ability and will explode on its turn, dealing damage. Mouse over units with a purple trigger icon to see the details of their abilities. So yeah, this target will explode and deal 10 damage. Normally, I wouldn't really want to put somebody on this floor, just because I don't want them to take the extra damage, but this unit is so powerful that it doesn't really matter that much. Like, we do lose a little bit of life, but yeah. That kind of sucks they put another one here, but that's fine. Yeah, as you can see, I mean, we're already balling out of control, and we've just started. We get 30 damage on him because he went up there where there was no one. What's he gonna do now? Okay, gotta summon a little boy. If we could get rid of this just to save ourselves like 10 life, we probably should. And we can, so let's go ahead and do that. Get rid of that. Get you a little bit more health and damage. Get him. My horns are quick. Dude, mine too. Oh, that kind of sucks. We could, honestly, I think we just get rid of it. I don't think we're even gonna need that extra health on that unit, but like if you can, why not? So these guys survive and go up a floor. This is why I really want double strike or something, just to really clear out the riffraff a bit more. I think we just keep our main unit down here as healthy as possible. So we do that. We get rid of that to save ourselves 10 damage. We give him a little bit more damage and healing. Rejuvenation is actually doubly good on these units because wow, look at that. Are you gonna die? Yeah, we're good. Okay, but it's doubly good on this unit just because they get healed once and that increases their HP and life, or their damage and life, and then the rejuvenation at the end of the turn, the one that heals them one, also does the same thing. So each regen is like double effectiveness pretty much. And let me know if it's too loud. I'm looking over and it doesn't look like it's horribly too loud. So we can apply rage and armor. We can enhance the unit with 10, apply spikes. That's probably what we're gonna go for. Because after we summon our main units, we have quite a bit of energy left over. Oh man, quick would be so nice. But we kind of want our unit to take damage, as weird as that sounds, because we need to heal them up to give them more and more damage and usefulness. So this is actually pretty interesting. So this guy has a triggered ability. When he slays a target, aka someone dies by him, he gives everybody rage 4. And rage gives 2 damage per stack, so that would be 8 damage. Or no, he has rage 4. He applies rage 3 to friendly units, so it'd only be 6 damage. But still pretty dang good. Or we could go with sweep. Sweep attacks all units, which is really, really good. And you know this guy, we have like 2 of them already. So I think we're actually going to take this lad, and I'll explain why in a second. So we definitely want capacity so we can summon more units alongside our big guy. And then hopefully we can get a minion upgrade. We're a little like, we're kind of conflicted right now because we want minion upgrades, but at the same time we also really would like some spell upgrades. Because there's 2 spells that we need to upgrade in particular. Glimmer is decent by itself, just the 2 damage, but soon the minions that people are summoning are going to vastly outscale this. They have like 5 health when they come in, and then this is practically useless. It's just a dead spell. And this scales exponentially with more damage, right? So if I restore 20 health and then deal 5 times that amount, it's 100, 30, 150, etc., right? So if you could increase restoration, detonations, healing, and the person has enough missing HP, which of course these guys have a billion, you know, that could be really beneficial. We also, it wouldn't hurt to lower the cost of this because 3 is pretty steep. But I do see my opportunity. We could get artifact, pyre, and some money. We aren't really missing much fire health, so let's go over here. And first off, go ahead and do this without even thinking too much about it. We don't really need these lads. Those are like the default units you start with. Let's see what Awoken unit we get. Okay, so we have the spiky boy and we have another one of these. Honestly, we don't really need either of them. So I'll just take the money. Let's upgrade our champion before we upgrade our people. So we have 2 options here. We either start with 15 armor and get another multi-strike, so instead of dealing 6 times 2, we're doing 6 times 3. Or we have the stats we had before and we get slay, so if we kill somebody, we get permanent damage. Well, not permanent, but that fight permanent damage. Obviously it's 50 damage too, which is just insane. So, ooh, so we have endless, we have rage 7, and we have spikes. So there's 2 things we can do here. Upgrading this guy with rage 7 wouldn't be a terrible idea. That would have him 22 on top of this. It'd be 33 or 32 damage. then it would decrease every turn, but if he gets kills, he keeps increasing it, which is pretty damn good. Or we could give one of our big boy spikes like this, and then on top of him getting infinitely more powerful, every time he attacks, he also hurts people, which would be great. Or endless, so if a unit dies, they return to the top. So pretty much if you have a really good unit, but they're meant to die. So like these units, we could summon a welder helper in the front, give himself 15 armor, so he'd have 16 life, which is a decent size health pool. He could just die and then be brought back infinitely. I'm gonna go for the riskier play and just re-roll, see what we get. So we get quick, we get 510, and we get 25. So we could make somebody quick, and this guy's a great unit to have quick, but the problem is the tanky units are usually in the front for the enemies, and 10 damage isn't going to cut through them. So I think instead we're going to do something like this. So he's going to have a lot more base damage, so he has a higher chance of getting a kill, and I think we'll just upgrade you as well. Why not? That seems good enough. And I think we're good to go. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty confident. I would be surprised if we got destroyed. So here's the trial I was talking about. It's like a challenge that allows you to get extra money. So greater risk and reward. Activating the trial will make this battle more difficult, but you'll earn an extra reward if you complete it. So we have add a weight of contrition card to the top of your pile. Weight of contrition is 1 scourge, purge, and reserve. Your pyre takes 3 damage. So every turn that he is alive after combat, he will add 1 card to your deck. That if it stays in your hand and you don't play it, you will take 3 damage to your pyre. And then there's a tanky unit, and then the boss himself is just relentless with a large damage pool. I don't think I actually want to take this 15 armor because these guys are probably going to be in the back, because you'd see that he's a 1 to 5, he's very weak. But if 3 of these are on a floor, after each combat, we're going to get 3 of these weight of contritions, and that's an entire energy pool. So I don't think I'm going to take the extra armor. It just seems like a needless risk to me. Okay, this is a great start. So I think we're going to do one of these and one of these. Then we're going to do one of those. And now both of these are going to die, and he's going to rage them a little bit. Go and summon our boy here. Yeah, look at that. We're going to be able to double up his damage. Let's go ahead and put a tanky unit in front of this lad and heal him up so he starts dealing more damage. Unfortunately, he's not going to die, and we don't have a way to make him die. I think I'm not going to play anything else. I think I'm just going to let the turn play out. So we get 75 gold for killing the little goblin dude. It's okay. They'll die to this floor, which is actually really good for him. Because, yeah, he'll get a slay. So he'll get 10% or 10 extra bonus damage. Just considering my options here. This is 11 damage, which kind of sucks. We could take away 6 of that, but then he doesn't get the slay. I think we just let this 11 damage go through, and we do something like this instead. It doesn't really matter what we play this on, but we'll get him weaker in case we need to double fireball him. We are going to get one of those cards that makes our pyre take more damage, which does suck. Also, them not raging themselves is also a total bummer. Hey, baby. Probably in the kitchen? Unless Frederick knocked him under the bed. Okay. So... Oh, he knocked him under the bed. Classic Frederick. Let's destroy this guy so we take less damage. Let's pop this so we don't take core damage. And all these gentlemen are dead. We also get even more power. So we're dealing 45 damage a hit, by the way, on our big boy up here. He's looking a little spooky, I'm not gonna lie. Yes. Let's heal this guy up a little bit. And then, honestly, I don't even think they're gonna get past this first floor. So let's just go ahead and get this guy as powerful as possible. I mean, if they do, there's no way in heck they're getting past that guy. He's a monster. Yeah, they're not even getting past this floor, so. Just go ahead and watch it play out. So I am really happy that we kept, hold on, let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. As I say, as we end the fight immediately. 5 armor is kind of nice. It would be really nice if we could get this to be more useful, because 5 armor isn't really enough by itself, and it wastes a precious slot in our hand. Okay, I love you, baby.
Okay.
Have a good day. Honestly, I think we take it. I think we take it and we look to remove more useless stuff. Love you, babe. Bye. We obviously take Restoration Detonation. If you have things with high HP pools that are going to be tanking, Restoration Detonation is a card for you. So this is another upgrade to our units. We do have a lot of dash. We could go the remove and potential trinket. Oh, that's hot. But I really, I have a bone to pick here, because this is super duper important. I want to give our man a big damage buff. So let's just think about like money. Let's think basically money. So if we used 100 to make somebody quick, we don't have anybody we want quick, so that doesn't even matter. Rage 7, I don't need more rage. That'll slowly diminish if he doesn't prove himself useful. And spikes, we don't have anybody who wants to get hit, other than maybe the welder helpers, and that's the biggest waste of money I've ever seen. Let's go ahead and reroll. So this is kind of interesting. This changes the dynamic a bit, though. But I think we do it. And honestly, with our extra money, let's just make somebody slightly more useful. We'll commit to not getting rid of this dude, even though it doesn't really matter. Get the 3 health. You okay, babe? Oh, she forgot her purse. Oh no. Bye, babe. Love you. The 9. So a penance shard comes into view, a truly terrible sight. Dead hellborn from across the 9 rings of hell are strung up as atonement for existing. At the base of these awful contraptions are some similar blights, but peeking through you can see something of value underneath the rubble. So this would give us 3 calcified embers, which are, they cost 3 to play, and then they purge, so they go away. Playing a blight card deals 100 damage to the front enemy. So this is really good if you can get additional blights in your deck that aren't 3 costs, right? So if you get a 1 cost blight, that's 100 damage sell for free. When summoned friendly units get +1 for every blight card in your deck. This gives us 3, so every unit would have +3 damage. That's not really that great. It sounds great, but it's not that great. It's only really good if you have multi-strike units, and we do have 1, but he goes up by 10 every single time he kills a unit, so. When you play your first blight card, each turn restore 5 fire health. So I'm a big fan of this, actually. I think this is really good. And the main reason is because you can get rid of 2 of these vengeful shards and just have 1, and then every single time it comes in your hand is 5 pyre health if you're in need. And I think I'm actually going to take it. This does bring our deck up to 26, and we do have a lot of stuff we want to remove. Next time we go to a shop, it might not be wise to actually spend money. We might just remove a bunch of stuff. I need to remove 2 blights, some weak units. Oh, let's see what we have. So this guy gets armor when units die on the floor. The stealth units. Oh, so we can't do spell shield too. I want to do it, but the problem is these guys deal 7 damage. They only have 2 life, so they can die to 1 fireball. If they spell shield too, they're gonna be able to block that really easily. So let's keep it chill. Exactly. This is what I wanted to see right here. So we're gonna try a bit of a different setup here, because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy takes up 4, this guy takes 3, so they can't fit together yet. Let's try a different setup. So we're gonna do this, make him really strong, and this guy's gonna get infinitely more powerful as well. Go ahead and play this so you don't take any fire damage. Go ahead and do that. So he's gonna take 21, which is a lot of damage. 7, 14, 21. Oh, they have stealth, actually. Oh, man, that kind of sucks. I was hoping we could attack them, but you can't attack them if they have stealth. It's still fine. Okay, let's think this out a little bit. I'm pretty sure you start here, because you want that out no matter what. That'll take care of that, you'll get the money. Only one of these units is going to die. So I think you do this. He's going to die, we'll get a little bit more rage. He won't die, we can't make him die neither. I think we just get rid of one of these fellows, and that'll make sure that they die at least when they get up to the top. That's pretty good. Let's go and get rid of this. Get rid of you so we don't take that much damage. You're dead, you're dead. So this is a good setup, but at the same time, it's a bit more risky than the other setups we had. The simple fact that healing this guy gives us nothing in particular, right? I think we do it this way. We heal a little bit and then we kill you. These guys are gonna die. They're gonna deal some decent damage, but that's okay. So it kind of sucks. The boss is about to come out and we haven't really gotten anywhere on this guy's buffed. On his buffs, rather. And that was the whole point of doing this, is getting him really, really strong. That guy's gonna die. So this boss may get past this unit. Yeah, he's gonna get past this floor. He's gonna take quite a bit of damage in the process, which is great. Go ahead and kill you. Kill you for quite a bit and deal some good damage. There we go. He's taking up to 344 damage. I don't think this is gonna be enough to matter. So let's just go ahead and do this, because we know he's going to get up a floor at least. So this has proven something to me that we did definitely need to prove to ourselves. It is definitely not worth it to do this setup. That unit just isn't tanky enough, doesn't get enough usefulness out of being himself. Honestly, I think we take 1 fire damage to do this, and then we just win. I guess we did. Honestly, that was greedy. There was literally no point to that. Because we were going to win no matter what, because we had another tanky unit at the top. I don't think 1 fire damage even matters, but, you know, it's important to recognize those things. So I'm looking for cards we consume. So pretty much, if they consume, they can only be played once per combat, unless you bring them back, obviously. And we don't have a single spell that consumes. So, unfortunately, Impish Scholar is kind of useless. This could be good. We do have 2 imps. I don't really see it being that useful. And we don't have a way to get armor, do we? No, he only starts with 10 armor and he doesn't gain more when he kills things. We only have a way to apply 5. No, I guess we do have the welder helpers. It could be cute, but honestly, I think we just skip and go home. So restore 1 health, gain 1 energy, draw +1 next turn. Restore 30, apply 4 regen. We'll go with that. Deck of Ashes is out today. Wait, I don't even know if I like that game. So we have 2 options. We can upgrade spells, or we can go money, artifact, and upgrade some minions. Now the problem is, as the problem was previously, I don't have any more minions I need to upgrade. So while I really, really want the artifact and the money, we kind of have to go this way. 20 for 1? Alright, let's go. Let's see what we get. So we hold over. When played, this card is placed on the top of your draw pile next turn. Man, I really, really want this. And I think we do this. Just something like this. This is 50 damage every turn and guaranteed 10 health. That's a lot of utility. I think we also do this. And hold on, let's see how this works. This makes it restore 50, but it consumes. This is 22 and consume. 30 and consume. Let's just do it on one of these. This is just a useful if we need more damage or to kill somebody. And then let's make this cheaper too, because 4 regen is really, really nice on our big boys. And let's see what our random event is. I don't even know what I'd want right now, honestly. Oh. The cave of 1,000 eyes seems to awaken as you grow near. From a deep within, a voice emerges. Relinquish your life or your wealth, and you may be rewarded if you are deemed worthy. You don't often make offerings to unknown beasts, but you consider making an exception just for this cave. You toss in your tribute. So, we do have the weathered cold stone, so I think I am going to do this. This is gonna drain me dry, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, we didn't get anything. Oh, we got something. We said we don't even have a consume, do we? Oh, we have one that consumes, so that's not really worth it. Yeah. I mean, 10 HP for what, like 25 bucks? Not really a good trade, actually. But we'll take it. If it was 50, we could remove a card, but we don't have 50, we got 40. We bought everything, right? Yeah. Alright. I mean, that's more money for next time. Normally, on the first early floors, by the way, you can do a lot more risky things and get away with it. Which means that you'll get a lot more money injected into the economy early in the game. But in the tutorial, you can't. So we have Fel, the Wings of Light, has multi-strike 1, so she's going to deal 20 damage. And she has 1,300 HP, which is pretty scary. Flipped Absolvers guard Fel to weigh you down. With guilt, before the warrior can make her killing blow. Remove these weights to thwart their assault. And you'll see what they mean by that. There's 3 statues, and they're kind of spooky, actually. They add Scourge cards to our hand, so I'm pretty sure Scourge cards are things that deal damage to your pyre if you don't remove them. And indeed, that is exactly it. So, we learned our lesson last time. I'm going to take this damage. Wait, am I? Yeah, I'm just going to take this damage. We learned our lesson last time. I'm going to do a more standard setup like this. Oh man, this is gonna make our life so much better if we do this. I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. We take the damage, which sucks 100 billion%. But that's already the statue gone, and we can just start tearing apart this whole situation. Let's go ahead and do this. Get rid of you. Let's go ahead and put you up here to start getting rid of that. Alright, this is absolutely fantastic. We're so far ahead of the boss right now. Like, it's not even funny. We don't want these weighing down our deck. We definitely do that. So if we don't do anything here, this guy does 31 damage, and then he kills both, and he goes to 55 damage. I'm pretty sure we just deal some damage to this guy. Oh, mama. That's beautiful. There we go. Quite a bit of damage. We'll get rid of both of these. Get a little bit of that regen, which is quite nice. We'll just make this guy out front so he can tank a little bit for our guy. I mean, down here's just balling out of control. This guy's what, 75 damage times 2 now? If that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. So I don't want to take more damage if we don't have to. This guy does need a little bit of help though. Oh my god. This gentleman is, he's looking spooky, you know? If I was the enemy, I would be very scared. Man, you know what, we'll do it. That gives us more HP back. I really wanted to apply this to him. Oh, I didn't mean to give you armor. I'm dumb. I meant to give it to him. My brain just wasn't, like, working. It's not a big deal. He's up to 115 times 2. I'm pretty sure this fight's in the bag, as long as we don't make any big mistakes. So, I don't think I want to take 10 fire damage. And I want to play this. It sucks because he's not going to get the extra damage bonus, but with holdover, this is going to be in our turn. This is going to be in our hand next turn. I think that's very valuable. So we do that, we take only 5 damage instead of 10. Still sucks. But we are getting some health back every single time we play a purge card. Okay, so the big man's out in front. We already won, so we don't have to worry about it. There we go. Look at that damage. That's a perfect setup that you won't get often. But we do need to take note of something, because the next boss is going to be way harder. That got our front unit down to 24. So we do need to note that healing is going to be very important. And we need to heal more. Honestly, do we want this? This allows us to stack up a... This allows us to stack a floor even harder. So there's two things we can do here. We can start summoning welder helpers in front of our big guy so he takes less damage. This also allows us to do a big guy and a guy who gives him rage floor. Drawing more isn't really that useful because we are using most of our mana every turn. More mana could be really good too. Honestly, I think we say big floors are awesome, but we're going to commit to buffing up a unit a lot more. And also, we already have curses in our deck, so it's not a bad idea to have something to get rid of those. So we can duplicate a card. What card would you even want to duplicate, right? Because we don't really need another Awoken Hollow. That would almost just be greedy. None of these are really that great. Maybe a Restoration Detonation that takes it from 50 damage a turn to 120 HP gathered every turn. I think, man, this is a really hard decision because I really want to buff our cards. But we already have 28, and getting rid of 2 would be so nice. I think I'm going to commit to this, though. So let's see what we get. Hopefully it's worth our time. Apply days 3 to enemy units that are moved between floors outside the ascension phase. This would be good, but we don't actually have anything to move units right now. So merchant costs are reduced is probably what we're going for. And how can we buff our boy here? So we can get more multi-strike to make it 75 damage, or we can just get the 50 and him getting 20 every time he kills a unit. It's obvious, really. Alright, let's buff some stuff. So double stack. It does exactly what you imagine. It makes things stack twice, which makes this insanely valuable. But what else do we have? We have upgraded spell with 10 power. Exactly what you're looking for. That's going right on to Glimmer. That makes Glimmer actually playable, whereas previously it was like, eh. Honestly, I kind of think we hard commit to this. That allows it to be 1 for 4, which is insane value. Then if we're going to play this, we may as well make it super useful. Oh, but the free 10 armor is so hot too. I guess if we're ever going to actually play this, we would want it to be somewhat useful. And let's go ahead. Get rid of one of these. These are purely negative. Yeah, I think that was the call. It was either that or 1 fireball. So enemies enter with 20 armor. What do we have here? We have add a self-mutilation card that deals 5 damage to us. So we definitely don't want to give them armor. That's an easy way to lose the game, by the way. You just can't get through them. Plus, we have things that stack off them dying. We definitely don't want to give them armor. So we just have some really tanky boys, and this guy gets infinitely powerful. The more you hit him, he has 900 health. That's not a lot of health. That's not a lot of health at all. Okay, so our first... This actually kind of sucks. So they deal 11 damage, and he has 16 health. So he can survive it. So I think we will just place him here, do this, and then this. We don't want to overcrowd this floor yet. We want a specific setup, and we need to get it. And there, our setup is complete. We'll do this to get the money. Go ahead and get rid of that so we don't take the extra damage. And we'll start our power up here. $100. We definitely want to get rid of these guys as quickly as possible. But we already have 70 damage stacking on this fella right here. So things are looking up. That's too good to not... Like, you have to play that every single time. So we'll take 3 fire damage here. I'm actually okay with 3 fire damage. It doesn't really bother me. I don't want to have this extra scourge in my deck. But let's do a little bit of thought here. So this guy's 115 life. Take away 30, then you had 70, that's 100. So he's gonna eat all the hits of this guy, which kind of sucks. If we take away 22 from this guy, he's gotta have 95. Let's just go with 95 health. Hit for 30. So we'll be able to kill him and hit this guy once. I think we do that over getting rid of the Scourge, even though the Scourge sucks. Okay, at first I thought I did the math wrong. I was about to be like, no! These resolves are definitely starting to eat us apart a little bit. But our guy is stronger. Big important things are happening. Oh, mama. You hate to see that. I think we just say screw it and get rid of every single one of those. I mean, we're getting more in our deck any second here, but... I mean, we're getting more powerful. What you gonna do when time's up? There's pretty much no reason not to do this, I think. That's little guys. That's amazing. Okay, we took more pyre, which kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Normally I would love to summon this guy, but I think instead we'll just make sure this guy's as strong as possible. Because really we want to protect our hero unit. He's dealing 300 damage a hit. Like, this is over before this guy even knows what's happening, so... Go and do this. There we go. Yeah, 150 a hit. Alright, well, we're on to the final boss, which is very exciting. $50. That's nothing. This card's actually pretty good. If we could make it slightly cheaper, it would be even better. This could be good too. The only reason I'm thinking this is good is because if we put this on our main unit, it's 8 extra damage and he has multi-strike. So it's 16 damage every time you apply it, and you're giving him permanent armor. But I'm already thinking that every single turn that we get a heal, we're playing it. So we're already out like 3 energy no matter what. I don't think we can really afford these. So we have extra spikes consumed, apply rude to all units, and restore all HP. Honestly, I think the spike isn't a bad choice. That allows us to put a lot of extra spikes down. So we have trinkets and we have spells, so we have a double remove. I'm pretty sure we go double remove. I can't think of what trinket we even have unlocked that would be that powerful right now. And we're only missing a little bit of pyre HP. It's 11, which is two Scourge cards played, which isn't even that big of a deal. So let's go over here and let's start here. Let's remove some stuff. So obviously we don't want that many Scourges. Those are always bad. They're never good. I think we have way too many fireballs as well, but we also don't have any more room for a trans steward. Let me do a little bit of thought here. So we have you and the hero unit. That's one floor. We have you and that unit. That's another floor. Wait, no, we went energy, so we can't even play you on the same floor. So it's you and you on 2 different floors. So that's 3 floors all taken up. And this guy sits behind or in front of the unit at the very top. And these welder helpers are just here to help. So I think we get rid of the train steward. Plus it's so late in the game. The odds of him finding any usefulness is so tiny. Ooh, double stack for 65. That makes this a lot more useful. So we have 10 armor. Oh, that makes that the 25. That's so tempting. I think we make this a 20 holdover though. It would be a lot more useful on one of these too. We'll do a 20 holdover so it comes back into our hand every turn. We'll make this cheaper. It just makes it a lot more playable. And if we do 40, we can do one more thing. And this is the last floor, so holding on to the money isn't going to do us any good. We have 10 power. We can make our glimmer a lot more powerful. We could make 2 of these more useful, but one's holdover already. I don't think we need 2. We could just make one of these more useful so it can kill something. No, we can't do both. We can't do both, which is the important part. Sorry, the puberty's hitting me real hard. I think the restoration detonation is going to be more useful overall. Alright, our last random event. What shall we see? Two ornate chests have appeared from the thawing ice. Those chests have a strange lock mechanism that looks like they could be picked with shards from the pyre. The more decorated chests might take a few more tries though. Do you break off some pyre to get what's inside? Lose 25 to get 150. You didn't see that. You didn't see anything. That was not a wise decision. It was not a wise decision at all. Go ahead and remove one of these. I mean, why not, right? Alright, if we die and we lose because of 25 health, you know exactly why. So we have Seraph the Chaste. The end is near. The incarnation of Hell's greatest foe has the power to cleanse all units of effects which don't benefit Seraph. This fight will require more than sheer strength. Therefore, remove half of any buff and debuff effect stacks. Does that work on the permanent damage that I get on my unit? Because if so, that's going to make this fight very scary. But we have our setup right out the gate, which is perfect. And he's already dying, which is very, very good. That's beautiful. Okay. Definitely start there. And normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm actually just gonna do this and this. That gets us quite a bit of damage on him. It kind of sucks that they're all dying to his spikes, man. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because we just lost like potentially like 40 damage on our guy there. This guy will die, but at least he'll get the kill on this one. Go ahead and buff this gentleman up. You're already dead. May as well. Yeah, the spikes is really a double-edged sword here. We're gonna not get nearly as much damage as I would like, but honestly, I think it's kind of okay. This will save you some extra damage, so there's pretty much no point in you taking. Spikes don't really matter too much here. Oh wait, will he get the rage from this when he kills him with the spikes? Oh, he does. That's interesting. So even though it's not a physical attack that he does, it's just the rage. So it, by the way, him using his ability did not lower his max damage, which is really important. I think this is the right call. This saves a lot of health and does damage to the boss. I don't think we do this actually. I think we do this here. Maybe. Because Restoration Detonation is going to be very useful on our friend there, so. Go ahead and add a blocker for him. And why not? Let's just add a blocker for him too. Oh, mama. We're up to 150 already. Go ahead and do this. Oh man, that kind of sucks. We couldn't have done it any other way, though, so that's okay. Go ahead and do this. If I do this, you're gonna have 25 health. So you'll kill him, you're gonna die to spike, so that's not even worth it because we'll lose max damage on this guy. We can't do that though. And we can do this. Oh wait, what? Oh, because he cut it in half. Oh my god, that's so useful actually. Wait a second. That's so good. Go ahead and do that. Nobody here's actually hurt. We can't kill you. Yeah, sure. Why not? Probably should have played the other soul, honestly, just to get the holdover. I didn't really think about it. But he's up to 230 damage now. Wait, should we mess with this? Because if we mess with this Annie, it might go poorly. So he does 47 to him. He kills him, he kills him. He gains 40 permanent damage. I don't even think we mess with this, actually. Like, even doing spikes is gonna mess with this a little bit. I don't even think we do this. Like, we just straight up say we've won, be happy with it. There we go. Beautiful. God, that 270 damage a hit. Oh, mama. Beautiful. All right. That's a good little win right there. That was really fun. Winning on our first run feels really good. This also allows us to unlock the like the Ascension mode, which allows the game to be harder. Also, the interesting thing about this game is Ascension mode isn't purely for difficulty. It also adds some more fun elements, which is kind of neat. Like the first Ascension is pretty much like I always play on it just because it's more fun. The Covenant allows you to opt into higher challenge level and start mastering cards on victory. Your Covenant rank goes up every time you win a run at your highest unlocked rank. So we've leveled up, we get moving into the front and apply 10 armor. It's pretty damn good. Summon abilities trigger additional times. So anytime an imp is summoned and they do something, there you go. It also works for other covenants too if they have summon abilities. Sacrifice an imp to deal 50 damage to the front unit. So more imp stuff. Conserve energy between turns. I've never actually seen this, but that's kind of nuts. Level 2 Awoken as well. We get apply 2 regen, 2 spikes, add a copy of this card to your discard pile. Oh wow, you know what? If you could apply consume to that could be pretty good. Gain +1 stack of spikes each time it's applied. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, there's 3 more covenants here that we will unlock eventually. We have spells played to unlock the Stygian Guard. We have the Umbra, which is units played, and we have enemies killed unlocks the Melting Remnant. But yeah, I mean, this is the start of a beautiful series that I'm very much in love with. This game is so fun. If you guys like deck builders, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're so inclined. There will be more of this content and more coming very soon. Go pick up the game. If you like Slay the Spire, if you like deck builders, if you like anything in between, go pick up this game. It's honestly one of the best games I've played. It's still early access, to my knowledge. I think that's true. It might be out, I'm not sure, but they're gonna add more content to it and it's gonna be incredible. Plus, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I haven't even looked it up. But if somebody adds mods to this game, get more races and more allies, man. Oof. Get my Jimmy's all rustled up. Oh, and this is still the tutorial, so we'll just say then it allows you to choose an allied clan. You can't do the same, by the way. So like if I want to play the Awoken, I can't have the Awoken as my allied. You have to go like off with each other. But thank you guys so much for watching this first episode. I appreciate you all. I want to say thank you to my 2 Patreons, both Diggory and my boy Tony. You guys are very good friends of mine. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but if I didn't, I meant to. Diggory recommended this game to me, and this is one of the best games I've played in 2020. So if you pick up this game and you heard it via me, write down there in the comments, thank you, Diggory. But thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone, have a good one.